Thank you, Arsenal, for making my day more bearable. So if you're an Arsenal fan, you should smash this like because hey, I got some things to say. We got things to say, what we learned, what I think, what you lot think. And yeah, man, Arsenal's kids, yeah, they want to run up Liverpool's kids. They want to run up Spurs kids. What about Arsenal's ones? They got two wonder kids in their ranks. You can't deny it. Check their passports. Yeah. It was an absolute sublime victory, treating them like Spurs. But before we get into it, here is today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Mi Carrera, the online football market where you can test your football knowledge, top up money, and also invest into the players that you decide. It's as easy as a click of a button. I've decided that I'm going to invest into the generational talent, the hot buzz of the market, Lamine Yamal. As you can see, I put $100 into this guy, knowing that he is going to get better and better, and we'll see where we get from there. You can scroll along and find whatever talents you feel is the best suited to make sure your football trading is correct. But I've decided to go for Alejandro Garnacho. He has recently been tipped to join Chelsea and Napoli, and I do believe he's going to be on the move very soon. So I'll put $100 into him too. So what are you guys waiting for? Go to Macarera, go to the QR code below, and you can go invest in your football stocks right now. Test out your ball knowledge. Also, watch out for the next video. There's more. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Go to macarera.com. You won't be disappointed. Anyways, getting back to it, let's get straight into what we learned, because I feel like I couldn't even fit everything I needed into this video. I'm smiling because I don't have to suffer alone. That's just gonna have to hold some smoke, and I'll tell you that for free. But regardless, let's get what we learned in it. But this is what we learned. I couldn't fit everything in, but I'm gonna go beyond the limits. 5-1, by the way. 5-1. Crazy, isn't it? Energy. Fast starts is Arsenal's heritage. It's their bread and butter under Mikel Arteta, in my opinion, right? I remember this electric Arsenal that used to get into, 2-0 leads, and then we call them bottle jobs, obviously, or along the lines of you just keep going and going and going. And the last 2 years, this year even, I feel it's been lacked, where Arsenal's fast starts hasn't been exactly the bread and butter of, how they are, as a team. But today, capitalizing on one of their mistakes is what was needed. It settled down everything as well in terms of probably nerves, if there was any. It was a gift. It was a good gift, but you still needed to press, a Kanji into that mistake and whatnot. Let him have his bozo moment he loves so much that I predicted as he joined Manchester City. But at centre back, he can't be trusted. But what you can trust is Havertz to make the right pass, but probably not the score, even though he got a couple today. But regardless of all of that, I just feel like this is exactly what Arsenal should be doing, on the front foot, not being, low block, mid block, or however you want to label it in certain games. I just need to get up all the scorers, by the way, just to remind myself, because obviously you got a goal and assist, Havertz, but it was actually a better finish. It's just, that leads me on to my second point as well. He's such a confusing player. I'm not here to gas him up, right? We all know that he needs replacing in terms of first team. We all know that he's a great squad option. He's got a goal and an assist to his name, yeah, but it's the moments like, let's just get out of the way, right? Because I know you're probably here to hear all the positive stuff, but it's just that moments where he was in on goal pretty much. Another mistake from Manchester City, and he missed the whole target. This is where you need a number 9 to be clinical and just bury off the game. Because you know what? If he did, could have been a very much different game in terms of how City tried to attack Arsenal. And it could have been more. It could have been more. And this is one of them historical defeats. It's funny how the game works in circles. This is what they used to do to you. And now you finally got your lick back. But you know what? Gabriel and Saliba, I'm convinced they both have a fetish for Haaland. Haaland did bully Saliba and dunk on him in that second goal, right? But these lot just love a game against this man. The stay humble derby. You know what I'm saying? On that note, it's just, for me, it's just, they just rise their performances up when it does come to these top games. They love a big game. It's obvious. Look at the response tonight as well. 38 seconds to get back into the lead through, obviously, Partey, even if it was deflected or not. But these lot were absolutely in love with having a dogfight with Haaland. If I'm correct, In the first half, he didn't have a touch until the 38th, 40th minute or something, until from the 4th minute. This is what I'm saying. Like, if it was any other striker, like Mateta or whoever, it's a different story. It's not like it's a bad thing. Top players want to play against other top players. So, yeah, let's move on, right? Because Arsenal love a big game. I'm pretty sure an Arsenal fan online has posted, Arsenal's, bar obviously losing to Man United on penalties and stuff, probably their results against the big six, the top six, Arteta's regime as well. Like, now, could we say that Arteta has, Pep's number potentially? It's been a while since I remember City beating them. Could be like a year and a half maybe, and that's to their standards. I think the last one may have been, what was it, in the first season? Maybe was it in the second? I can't remember. Is it the FA Cup, the 1-0? See, this I have to think about it like that. But it's like Arsenal have turned the corner against these so-called big sides, of course, including everyone else in the league, whether you want to call it Chelsea, Tottenham, obviously, Man United, Liverpool. There's been a little bit of a shift, but it's nothing but praise, to be fair. It was it's something to get behind at least, especially after I felt like, Trossard getting sent off, in the first leg, obviously the Etihad. I thought that was wrong. I think you just got your justice. And we could talk about Bernardo Silva. Does anyone want to call that out? Should have had a yellow for that mad barge in the first half. And that's just again, it's all selective opinions. And in the second half, he kicked out at Trossard. And I know Trossard milked it, but no yellow card again, no VAR discussions. It's becoming quite pathetic how the energy for energy is just not the same, right? And getting away with stuff all the time. Not in particular Manchester City, just in general. Like today from my game, Will Hughes, once again, getting away with it when he should have got sent off, kicking away the ball, didn't get a yellow. Again, making multiple fouls, stamping on an ankle, didn't get looked at. It's crazy. But anyways, let's just talk about that bright spot, Lewis-Skelly, man. Because Calafiori, your days are numbered. He's an okay option, but your days are numbered. Someone's come through the youth ranks, and you can't help but wonder if they're really that age. Lewis-Skelly, is just the skeng man. Easy as that. He's come into the game at 17 years of age. I think he might be 18 now. And he absolutely showed the physical flooring of levels that Manchester City lack, right? He had an absolute astonishing game. Got himself an absolute brilliant goal, in my opinion. Yes, some of you might say that obviously Ortega could have done a better save. But for me, he was on his right foot. The confidence to shift and shoot into his right. Remember, we gas up Bardio for this stuff. Defensively sound. I can't believe that celebration he decided he wanted to muster up. Did you see that, Suits? Yeah. You see that celebration? How cheeky. Stay humble, eh? Stay humble, eh? Aye. It is literally the derby of stay humble, eh? So, I thought that was very cheeky. And you know what? It's nice to see that these young players want to get involved with it. But you know what? The same way, when you do end up losing eventually, because you can't win them all, expect the same back. But just don't moan about it. But do cherish it, because I love that shithousery. That is my type of stuff. Yeah. You look at, it's just, you come a long way from being little, let's call it victims for now, because I don't want to use another word, because I don't know how, let's say a certain type of cat. And now you got a bit of something, a bit of still about your tea. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was definitely one of the man of the matches of the day, if not the man of the match, my man of the match. And it was just the icing on the cake, just to keep, pulling out goal after goal, and then Havertz icing on the damn cake. What a finish again. I just don't understand this player. But Lewis-Skelly, he's a great find in the academy. I don't even know if it was because there were certain injuries and you had to play him, or it was always planned. But this is what the academies are about. Arsenal have gotten a top academy. I'm surprised not more players have come through that academy over the years more often. There are gems around there. You don't always have to go out there and find 35, 50 million pickouts when your academy's got ballers. You just need to let them nurture. Do you know what I mean? Not all of them can make it, but there's some decent players. And that will just, it showed everything you need to know about Arsenal's physical flooring today. We know Man City are bad at the moment. Not that bad. They got absolutely dealt with like they were flipping Spurs. But on that note, it's just the physical flooring of Arsenal's side, whether it's Gabriel, Saliba. These are all natural athletic players. Timber's too fast for his own good. Lewis-Skelly, Declan Rice, Martinelli. He could be a bit more of a powerful runner, but he's still got a little bit about him, I'll say Havertz is an athlete as well. Decent ball carry, not the greatest. And then so on. When it comes to City, it was just too easy. It was just too easy. They're missing out on quite a lot. but you made it look easy. It was like a training exercise, and no one can deny that. Am I going over the top with this a little bit? Yeah, but they just lost 5-1. So kudos to you because you made me smile, man. Because if you lost that game, I would have to deal with how decent this player and that player. I can't be asked for all of that. Just come suffer, sit down next to me and hold, all the excuses in the world of why and how crap Manchester is right now. Yeah, because we're even worse. We're about 10 places below. Anyways, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't go out there in the market and go sign some damn attackers. Because this performance is great, but who can expect the next two performances where you might drop points against somebody? Go out there, Arsenal. Do yourself a favor. Act like a big club and go sign some attackers. Don't let Nwaneri's goal fool you. And that kid as well. Check that guy's passport. That guy must have at least two. He's got at least 2 children and a divorce on his head and a mortgage. Yeah. Same with Lewis-Skelly. Yeah. I know that gimmick. I know you love your mum. Everyone loves their mum. Big up and that. But bringing her to the Arsenal ground all the time and that little hugs like you still live at home. Don't lie now. You've got 2 mortgages. You've got a wife. Anyways, that was it was good, man. I can't lie. Arteta got it right as well. I think you can probably credit the manager as well. But I feel like today was not about the manager. I thought it was more about the players. The players, the fans, and this little rivalry that you lot have created. Go and win the league. Go do me something because I can't have Liverpool doing it. I'm sick of them getting these dodgy results. We know who the refs really favour this year. Yeah? They know who they want to crown. Just got to make sure. You got to play them soon at Anfield. You never know. Everton, there could be 6 points. It's not over. It's not over until Susan Boyle sings again. Yeah, we ain't heard her in a while. Does she still sing Soups? I don't know. Well, we don't know. Yeah, there we go. How about that? Because if I said the other version, people are going to be like, oh, you're shaming. You're shaming. Who cares? Who cares? Anyway, smash the like button. Let me know your comments in below. Yeah. Good win. Great win even. Hold that one.